My name is Sergeant David Rose. I'm with the Houston Police Department's Vehicular Crimes Division. We are out here investigating a major crash involving one of our officers. It happened just after 4 o'clock this morning. What we know happened is there was a Honda Civic traveling northbound on the North Freeway. That person, the driver, admits that he was asleep, had a very long day. We also believe that he's intoxicated. He came to a stop on the North Freeway, but his vehicle was still in drive. That was fortunate because there was an officer who works at the North Belt station that was driving back towards the North Belt, driving northbound on the North Freeway at freeway speeds, and came upon that vehicle and hit him from behind. Fortunately, neither of those people was transported. The driver of the Civic has some small cuts, but no serious injuries, and refused transport. Like I said, we do suspect him of DWI. And so he's going to be processed and transported from the scene by the police. In addition to that, the officer has no injuries reported whatsoever. So, yeah, this is the best way it could have turned out. So, we are investigating to see if the officer had enough time to see the vehicle. And what we understand, the operating lights were on the car.
So the lights were on?
Correct. But there's dash cam on the police car, so we're going to be reviewing that as well, just to see exactly what he saw.
And the freeway will be closed by now?
Yes, sir.
This is the second intox driver that you guys have arrested tonight.
Yes, sir.
And just because they were in collisions with your vehicles, it's kind of scary to think how many intoxicated drivers on areas at night.
Yes. I don't think it's getting any worse than it's been. It's just a matter of time. People drive intoxicated as a regular thing, or they don't make plans to get a sober ride. Sometimes these designated drivers are drinking just a little bit, and they're drinking over the limit too. And it can cause incidents like this. Ultimately, none of the people tonight made plans to drive safely, and it caught up with them. And in one case, officer has potential serious injury because of it. And this other case, it worked out okay, but both these vehicles were totaled. And it's causing expense to the city because we're shutting the freeway down. So I work in the fatal crash unit. And so some of these cases end up in fatalities. And it's always a tragedy, whether it's just the person that dies or they kill another person too. And ultimately, it's avoidable if they just make plans, different plans. But nobody intends on getting in a fatal car crash. Nobody intends to be drinking and driving and not make it home. So it's unfortunate, but you got to be responsible. You got to take ownership of this. If you don't make plans ahead of time, you're going to end up messing up, and potentially it could be catastrophic.